The audience and critic scores for Joker 2 on Rotten Tomatoes are almost the same at 37% and 39% respectively, and it is so unbelievably deserved. This movie, this is what nothing looks like. This should never have been made. Watching this movie is like watching a package of deleted scenes from the first movie. It's like everything here was made last minute, which is probably true, because this film has no purpose. When you watch this, you are going to watch a nothing salad. That's what Joker Folie is, a disjointed collection of scenes directed by Todd Phillips, featuring Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker, just like the first movie, which is one of my favorites of all time. Yet for some reason, Phillips, who has shown that he struggles with sequels and likely never wanted to make this movie, managed to suck the fantasy out of the original film and turn it into ash. For example, Joker 2, this is not a musical, it's a wet fart of a musical. The songs were terrible and boring, and mid-conversation, Joker and Harley Quinn, played by Lady Gaga, would sometimes break out into song instead of talking, which is the classical musical language, but here it is just so artificial and it had no magic. The movie also lacks something that all movies need to have, and that's a hook, a goal. What is the character trying to accomplish? And it turns out the movie didn't want to accomplish anything! This is a skeleton with no meat! Again, it's a batch of scenes that did not accumulate to anything grand or impactful, unlike the first movie did. Speaking of which, Joker 1 did some crazy witchcraft with the narrative to make audiences empathize, care, and in small cases, root for this absolute monster. And I expected that emotional resonance to carry over. But in Joker 2, every wacko thing that happens to Arthur, he deserves it. This version of the character is dumb, contradictory, and moist. Moreover, Harley Quinn is in this movie, like I said, and she was more underutilized than my appendix. She was so underdeveloped, and it was incredibly disappointing. And the way the movie ended was so standard. It was like a last resort ending, and usually last resorts are pretty garbage. It was so vanilla and fake. Now, the only good things about this movie are that 1, the cinematography is great, and 2, Phoenix and Gaga put up masterful performances. But that does not save the hollow shell that is the rest of Joker 2. It had nothing to offer, nothing to be entertained by, nothing to learn. It was just a pointless sequel. The trailers were also pointless. Like, there were certain scenes that didn't even show up in the film. Like, what the hell?